Hello, welcome back. This is going to be a recording of every time Zyra play here. A little coaching session. Alright, so I was just talking about itemization, so just looking at your op.gg, I recommend that you go Void Staff faster. You do get Leandries, but you want to rush that Void Staff as soon as you can.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
How do I see the items? This is the first time that I've used the replay system in a while. Pause, speed up, slow down. Can I tab? Okay, there we go. So I can tab and see items. Is there a right way I can keep this up? Anyways. Sorry, I'm trying to tinker with these. I guess I'll just tab and look at your items. Refillable against Lux is probably okay. It's a little on the greedy side. The reason is you only get 200 health off a refillable, and if you get 3 biscuits, then you get 450 health. Or no, you get 250 health off of a refillable. I believe it refills 125, right? Yeah, so basically think of that as you're losing 200 health right now in lane by getting refillable. So if you need that health, then that's a problem. Okay, stay down here. What the hell? Stay directed camera on every time. Alright, so let's see. Pretty good trade early. Jhin got a little low. Alright with mana. Take it easy a little bit on your mana usage. You're still kind of okay, but you're about half down after level 1. There you go, that was good. It was a good trade. See if you can sneak an auto attack in there when you go on him. I don't know if you have Thunder Lords or not. I couldn't see your runes and masteries. I can't see, but you should be running Thunder Lords. I'll pay closer attention here in a second, see if you have Deathfire. But yeah, like, basically when you spawn a plant on them, they can't really fight you back most of the time. Something... Oh, tab, yeah. They can't really fight you back when you get a plant, so you just want to try to get in at least one auto attack there. For some more damage. No, go, what? No, not directed camera. Manual camera every time. Or just manual camera's fine. There we go. Yeah, try to go up there. I can't really see your cooldowns. There we go. Yeah, I can't see the cooldown on your seed, but you definitely want to be putting some more seeds on him, I think. Draven's pretty low, and Lux is really low, too. There you go, that was good. That was bad by him. That's not your fault, but... In general, don't ever flash for a kill with an auto if they still have heal, because you're going to trade a 5-minute cooldown for a 3-minute cooldown. Okay, he back. So you should go up there and push the wave. Okay, you're pushing it now. That's good. So I would say maybe try to play forward a little bit more in the lane. Like, you are applying good pressure, but just see if, like, every time he goes up for a CS, the Draven or the Lux, especially early on before he gets his first buy, make him pay for that, even if it's just an auto attack. Because he can't hit you and the creep at the same time. So when he tries to go up to last hit something, you should be right up next to that wave and just see if you can get an auto attack or a Q plant or anything like that. The best time to harass is when they go for the last hits. You guys should back here. What are his items? Yeah, you guys definitely need to back right here. You should have pushed the wave and then backed. I assume he's trying to be greedy and save up for a BF sword or something, but now he's up a serrated Dirk on you, on your 80 carry. So I think I would have just told him I'm going to back right there and just back. And then come back with like an amp tome or something. Because he's already used his heal. I believe, right? Yeah, he used his heal. So he's really vulnerable to an all-in. You might even make it to 6 before he goes all-in. What? Oh, I can move this up. Okay. So yeah, you guys should have backed. So now you're at a pretty big disadvantage. So you were up a lot of CS. You're still up 15, which is good. But there you go. It was good. Yeah, you definitely should have gone back for an amp tome. Even if he didn't back, I would have just told him to be careful and go back and get it. I mean, you risk him dying, but at the same time, you would have an amp tome when you got back, so if he didn't die in like that 10-second window or something, and you should definitely stay right here at this point so that you get experience. Okay, good. So yeah, it kind of sucks that you should have backed earlier to get the amp tome, but at this point, someone has to stay for this experience, so. Okay, that was a good trade. So you're going to have a staggered back anyways, right? Because he didn't back at the right time, so he's still going to be alone here. Looks like... How are your wards looking? Okay, you didn't have any. Okay, good. I was going to say you should ward over this wall to try to look for Vi, or ward over Dragon. She's not really a threat to take Dragon early, I don't think, but you kind of already do have ward coverage there from the rest of your team, so that's nice. He went for another back. Okay, he got Advanced Scepter, which is really good for you guys because it's bad. Now, Jin got Ionian Boots, and Ionian Boots seem like a really poor choice here. I think most people go Swiftness on Jin. Especially because they have a Maokai and a Zen that can jump on him. But there's nothing you can do about that. Okay, what did you get? Sightstone. Bunch of wards. Yeah, I mean, that's the safer buy. Oh, toggles the scoreboard? I'm pressing O. I don't know. I can just toggle it like that. I'll have to look up the scoreboard stuff next time. Yeah, so one thing that you might think about here, like I said, an option would be to go for an amp tome to make sure that you kill him at level 6. It is nice to get the Sightstone, but it seems like you're catching this Draven with a lot of stuff, and you know his heal was down for a little window there. But I don't know, that's debatable. I think you want to put down more wards, though. You don't have any wards down right now. I know you want to stay near this guy. And you definitely want to play up closer. Like, you need to be, like, right here, near his minions. As you're at full mana. And he's not really that scary yet. Like, he's not going to one-shot you. You do have to watch out for Lux a little bit. But I think you could play up. And Zen is fighting their jungler. Or your jungler up top. So you know he's not going to gank you right now. Okay, let me... Yeah, I was looking up there. I assume you caught him with some roots here and Jin was very slow to follow up. Was that... Yeah, that's what happened. Jin's probably dead. You might be able to save him, but make sure you save yourself. Nautilus had TP, so he just didn't use it. Which is unfortunate. So right there in that sequence, I think you needed to play up further, especially because you knew the jungler was up top fighting your jungler. And just in general, use those wards a little bit more. See if you can go and get one in the tri-bush. They don't have a pink there. Like you should, when you're walking back, at least drop a ward in dragon area and tri-bush area. Like put a seed in the tri-bush to see if they have a pink, and if they don't have a pink, then you can put a ward in there. If they do have a pink, you can decide whether or not you want to fight over it, depending on where the junglers are and where, if your AD carry is going to back you up or not. But at least investigate it a little bit. You know, drop some plants, just see what's happening, and then you want to get a ward here, here. Another thing is you had pinks, and I don't think you used either one of them. A good thing that I like to do with the pinks is put it in this bush. Like go pink this, fight them for that ward, and claim this bush. And then that way they can't come up here and farm. Or else they're you're gonna kill them. So especially when you have them pushed in like this, walk up here, pink this bush, clear it out. That also helps stop the teleport. So Maokai would not have been able to teleport on you if you had a pink in this bush to clear it. Because they haven't been able to go up far enough in the lane to ward this. So I see that you pinked this bush. Okay, good catch. Okay, a little bit late on the ult. Okay, so with that play there, as soon as you hit him with your... That just might be a mechanical thing. Like, maybe you're just not used to pressing the buttons fast enough. But as soon as you hit him with your E, or as soon as you think you're going to hit him, like if you throw your E and you think you're going to hit him, you know, you need to get those 2 plants up and ult immediately. Because what happened there is he would have been knocked up like a quarter of a second or a half second faster, and he probably would not have gotten that kill. And he would have died. But because you waited a little bit on the ult, then he was able to reposition and get the kill before he died. Or before he got crowd controlled. So you want to do that full rotation as fast as you can. You don't have to worry about stacking the crowd control. That might have been your concern, where you didn't want to do the knockup while he was still rooted or something. Might be what you're thinking about. How long is your... You're leveling your E, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, so just do it immediately. It won't stack. Because it takes, like, I think a second before it snaps him up. It might even take a full second. I think it takes a second and a half, actually, before the ultimate actually knocks him up into the air. So by the time you E and then Q and put down your plants and then ult, then it's not really going to stack the crowd control together too much. You just want to make sure that you get as much quality time as you can with your plants with that ult as fast as possible. So you don't want him to move out of that E and not get hit by your plants while they're enraged. So just right there, I would probably just EWW ult, then Q. Just so you get that ult off super fast. And use your exhaust. I don't think you use your exhaust. I don't remember if that was on cooldown or not, but you definitely should have exhausted Draven there. That's one thing I'm working on myself a lot, is just not being greedy with those exhausts. Like right there, you should have exhausted Lux or Draven, just somebody. Just use it. See, if you exhausted him, you'd probably actually kill him there. Because don't forget, exhaust lowers magic resist by 10 also, so that gives you 10% more damage. And you virtually did all of the damage to him, and he had less than 10% health, so it would have killed him. So just don't forget to use that exhaust. It doesn't have to be perfect usage of the exhaust, just use it. Like if it's up and it's going to be an all-in fight and people are going to die, just use it. So I think that exhausting Lux right when she was going to laser would have been good, but you could have also exhausted Draven. Your guy had flash too. I'm not sure if he would have been able to flash out of the bind or if he died instantly, but you can't control that. How are we looking on items here? Amp tone. I probably wouldn't have gone for Frostfang here. I know that's tempting because, you know, it gives you extra gold But I probably would have just gone either... I don't know how much gold you had on your back. But I probably would have gone either Ruby Crystal or complete your Sork Boots. Because you need penetration now. It's getting a little bit late. They're getting powerful. You don't have a penetration item by 16 minutes. And that's pretty... That's really going to knock a lot out of your damage. So you need to have either Sork Boots or Haunting Guys by now. I know you're behind, but maybe sell the like if you didn't get Frostfang and you sold the refillable and maybe one of these control wards or something like that, then I think you could have maybe scrounged up enough money to get the Sork Boots. You need to try to get down some more ward coverage too. I know it's really hard because you're getting pushed in a lane, but like just ward over this wall just like here and like here, just so that you have some wards down. And with your pinks, how's Katarina? Well, hold on, let me see. That was pretty good. I'll have to go back and watch your rotation on the your ult. He should not be able to walk out of the ult, though. There's something mechanically going on there. That ended up working out okay, but I need to look at that for you because they should not be able to walk out of that ult without using a flash if you're doing that rotation fast enough. You are maxing your E, so that's not a problem. Sometimes people will say max Q, and like one of the big issues with that is they can just walk out of your ultimate because you're not going to have them crowd controlled long enough. But you are maxing the E, so he shouldn't be able to walk out of that. Again, in there somewhere probably should have been an exhaust. I don't think I've seen you use exhaust yet in 17 minutes, so it is like a valuable cooldown that you want to keep, but at the same time, remember it comes up every 3 minutes. So in theory, you could have used, if you use it every 3 minutes on the dot, you could have used 5 exhausts right now. And that could have made a huge difference in at least a couple of kills. Okay, good. You got the Sork Boots. That's a big power spike. I mean, the tier 2 boots are huge. It's 15% more damage. And as we've seen with a lot of these fights, they're walking away with, like, you know, less than 15% health, so. And you're doing the vast majority of the damage right now, so. That's good. Hit him. Hit him with E. Did you not have it? It was on cooldown. Oh, what I was going to say earlier, too. Give this up, give this up. Vi's not near you. Okay. So yeah, definitely ward over these walls. What I would do with the pink in the situation once you get really far behind is go up and pink for Anivia, or just put it in this bush. Like, walk up river a little bit as you're walking back and use your pink here. Or here, earlier on, or even like here. Just somewhere. Just get a pink on the board. And I know, like, once you guys started losing that lane... Hold on, let me see this. Okay, that was a good save. You might just use your E instead there and just see if the E stops him before you ult. Because the ult is a pretty big cooldown and you really need that for team fights. Like, your team just doesn't really have a lot going on right now. You're going to need some miracle ults to come back in this, probably. Give this up, just keep running. See if, at least throw an E at, okay, your E was on cooldown, okay. And you did exhaust her somewhere in there, so that's good. Ward coverage around here is pretty good. Which wards are yours? Are they the little crab wards? Are they these Amumu wards? They're probably the Amumu wards. A lot of people on your team are warding. That's good. These are 3 different types of wards. Okay, so right now, you need to be thinking... picks. You need to be setting up vision zones and do your best just to kill people. It's going to take a lot of good moves here. So you need to move away from this lane and just rotate and hang out somewhere near the middle. Just give up on Jin for now. He's having a hard time. So yeah, so what I would do right here is yeah, maybe just clear that one wave. I guess you're thinking you have to hold the wave here, which is okay. Nautilus should be over there doing that though. Yeah. And so what you want to do is like ward over this wall here and just hang out right here because you already have this pinked. So I would just ward this, get rid of that scrying bush. Let's see if you do something like this. Get rid of that scrying bush and just hang out right here. And then when like Katarina or somebody walks close to this wall, just hit them over the wall. Okay, good. That's what you're doing. Yeah, there you go. Let's just set that up a little bit faster, and you probably could have had Cat. Like, if you'd been over here doing that instead of clearing this over here with Jin, like, if you let Jin stay over here and clear, and you rotate over here and set that up faster, you might have been able to catch somebody before they backed off. This is a small thing, but you're thinking the right thing, is to go over there and set that up. So that's what you need to do. How long Dragon? Baron's live. Dragon is... I don't know. Not in the next 2 minutes, so... How many dragons do they have? I would just run. Yeah. Get out of there. I would be using your ults less on the kind of just get people out and panic. Because at this point, like, if someone dies, you just gotta let them go and just hope, just save that ult for a team fight. So yeah, I know you're thinking, you know, use every tool at your disposal to stop somebody from dying, which is good. But the problem is, Zyra's ult's a pretty long cooldown, and that's pretty much the only way your team's going to get back in this game at this point, is probably if you catch somebody and all-in, kill them, and then you guys can run the rest of the people down or something, because no one else is going to kill anybody right now. Super fed. Katarina's got 10 kills. Draven's got 8. So those are pretty good wards. I would use one ward at least. I would have put one ward on Baron there. They're probably not going to do it for the next few minutes. They don't have a great Baron. Their Baron taking team's okay, actually. I mean, they have Zen and Draven. Yeah, you need to be hanging out somewhere out of vision. So, like, drop a pink here. Good. Okay, good. Use your W more. Like, you're not using your plants to scout. Okay, you just use one there. A better place to put this is, like, right here. It's really annoying to hit. People accidentally will hit Baron, and sometimes they just straight up can't see it. So you want to walk over here and just drop it, like, right there, your ward. What I meant by using W more is they could have been hiding here, or they could have been, like, hiding here or here. Use your W to scout that, because your W range is about 800. And I think ward placement range is about 600. So if they would have been hiding in any of those places, they would have killed you. So if they're all off the map like that, use your W to scout. It's going to leave you a little vulnerable if you end up fighting, because you're not going to have that plant cooldown for the fight, but it's better than getting caught and dying. Especially when you're really far behind like this in the game and they're just like all off the map and they have assassins. You need to be really careful when you're walking around trying to ward. So you were using your sweeper, which is good, so then you can see if they warded you. Oh, okay, cool. I assume he went in too far there and got caught. So that's good. So it's fine. This wall's a little bit thick. Okay, good. You got her. Can you blow her up? Yeah, I would say maybe walk up a little bit sooner to follow them up. Hey, what's up, Purple? Yeah, I'm not watching the chat too much right now. I'm trying to focus up on coaching this generous gentleman who donated $100 to have me observe and comment on one of his games. So I'll get back to the chat in just a second. I guess you didn't have ult there, right? So you probably used ult to kill whoever up here, which is fine. But yeah, I think somewhere in here you should have rotated up. Even if you're just throwing Qs on them, rotate up and get into that fight a little bit more. I know it's scary because they can all like one-shot you, but they really need your damage. Speaking of which, okay, yeah, you're getting good items. Game's still winnable though. I mean, you're only down 11k. I mean, that's a lot, but they're making a lot of mistakes. They're all out of position all the time. So your if you have a choice, you should try to kill Katarina right now. And your second choice should be Draven. The other three don't matter. If your team can just kill those people. This is good, kind of hanging out of vision here. You got that warded. I was going to say you might want to play this top side of the map because this is where they're going to go to try to push in. Like, you want to keep that warded for that rotation. And if you would have been, instead of like here, if you would have been like here or something, trying to shoot over this wall, then you could have, if you had this warded or like in here or someone warded, you could have killed the Katarina or the Draven when they walked up here with no vision. So just recognizing that where on the map they're going to rotate, most likely. And since you saw Zen take this tower, you know the most likely place they're going to go is up here. Because you haven't seen anyone down here for a while. And this wave is not pushed up. Like, it's pushed in. So the probability of them rotating down there is pretty low. So yeah, I mean, if someone did walk through here to try to rotate bottom, then that could have been an okay spot, but I think... Okay, good. You got Cat. So yeah, you should be trying to go all in right now. Good. Okay, you still have your ult. You could have catched somebody. Okay, so you guys should probably try to push up middle right now. Zen's also bottom. You could go for a Baron. Does not always have armor. Yeah, I mean, you guys could do Baron right now, because Zen's bot and 2 people are dead. So their jungler's bottom with Smite, so I would have probably pinged the team to go do Baron. Maybe, I don't know. You don't have a great Baron taking team, but you were, like, you killed them all right here. Like, you're just a stone throw away from Baron. And there's Smite's bottom. I think I would have done it. Just walk over here, ward this, ward this. Okay, good. You caught him out diving Vi, it appears. Maybe you don't have to ult right there. I don't know. I'm usually a big fan of using ult to secure kills also, but at the same time, at this point in the game, you really need that ult. And it looks like he was probably already dead there. Maybe you used it to try to save the Vi. But yeah, previously when you got those kills, I would have rotated a Baron. Because the only person that could have potentially stopped you would have been Maokai and Lux. And I think Maokai was running. And Lux is just the support. So she does have some magic, but not a ton. I would have gone for it. Because we saw their Smite bot. I think your Smite was up. I'm pretty sure Vi was alive there. And you've got 2 people that can tank it. So yeah, that could potentially be a really big thing. Like I said, it is on the risky side, but with 2 dead and 1 basically dead all the way bottom lane. Then I think I would have just done it. Because you're down so much, like, you need to take some risks to get back into it, at least a little bit. Okay, good sweeping. Seeds. Throw a seed over that or a ward. Yeah. You need to try to get more vision around Baron while you have a chance. While one of them's dead. So I would have, you know, if you can, just get some wards in here somewhere. Like here, here. You got it over the back wall, but like just at least a ward right here. And once again, right here, I would have warded this, pinked this, and tried to catch someone over this wall that's walking around in here. Or if you were like in here, once again, while they try to go ward this, you could catch Draven and easily kill him. If you had that warded, he was dead right there. He should be. I mean, what are your items? I mean, yeah... Because they have Cat, you don't want to get evaporated, and I assume you're going to turn that into a Abyssal Scepter. What is... Draven doesn't have Edge of Night, though. I mean, he does have Bloodthirster, but... I think you can still 100-0 him. If you get your rotation off correctly. You can... I don't know. I would at least chunk him or scare him. You know, just have something in here warded, and if you just get him with some stuff, if you don't kill him, you can at least take him pretty low. Alright, follow up on that, follow up on that. Did get his heal. So I think in general, this has been a couple of times where you're kind of like in the back doing stuff. Like you are doing good stuff, you're warding, but... You need to watch your Nautilus and your Vi, and if they go in, like, you need to be there to follow up. Okay, good. Yeah, you want to stand a bit further back there. And ward over this. You might have been out of wards. So about that fight, don't use your ult on Lux there. She doesn't really matter. Like, once you dodge her bind, just, you know, just use some Qs on her, or maybe an E, but don't use your ult on her. You really need to hold your ult for Katarina or Draven. Like I said, usually any kill is a good kill, but at that particular point, Lux is really far out of position. She just used her flash. Like, she's dead. And the Katarina has 13 kills, and so does the Draven. So, I mean, they're really the big threats there. How many do they have dead? They have one dead. Yeah, I would go set up Baron right now. Everyone's just kind of playing around. Like, you don't have to do Baron right now, but at least set it up. You know, like, get over here, get a pink in here, clear this out, ward this, and then they will come and face check, especially in bronze. So and then just hang out right along this wall, and when someone comes to check, to ward, like this guy right here, if you were sitting here, boom, he's dead, and then you might be able to get Baron. People just don't have a lot of sense of danger of darkness, so they will just walk up and, like, he's just walking around, like, not even thinking there might be an Anivia or a Zyra in this bush. Has no concern. He's just thinking they're really far ahead, but that doesn't matter because there's a lot of people that can kill him on the team. So if you would have come over here... Okay, let's see. Watch Katarina. Okay, good. You got Katarina this time. That's good. You have exhaust. You don't have exhaust. Okay, yeah, keep running. Just throw some autos. Just do whatever you can. Q with plants. Just cautiously walk up. Don't get too close to Maokai. Don't get too close to Maokai. I wouldn't give up on her. I would have stayed. You maybe could have made some plays with her. At least throw just like one more E with some plants in there. But yeah, like you're... Follow up, but just stay at a safe distance. Like, throw in those auto attacks, but you should just be hitting Maokai there. Don't try to run ahead of Maokai to hit the back line. Because he could have easily just turned around and wrapped you up and killed you before he died. Yeah, she's just going into hand-to-hand combat with Draven. I mean, you can't do anything about that. Okay, so you've almost got exhaust. You almost have ult. I would say a big thing in this mid game is you guys have had a couple of opportunities to secure like that Baron area. Remember, securing the Baron area itself is an objective. Like you don't have to get Baron, but if you get the area, they have to come look, and you will get kills. Sometimes it's even more beneficial just to keep securing that area, and they will keep face checking, and you keep getting kills. It's just like a kill machine. It's like Death Alley right here. If you get control of this, they have to go look, and probably none of them have blue trinkets. Actually, a lot of them have blue trinkets, but either way, they will run out of blue trinkets, and they will have to come look. So I would have at least tried to get this area. I don't think I've seen a ward in this bush all game. So you're playing bot side a lot. Like, you keep coming down here and clearing waves and securing vision and things, which is okay. But you got to remember, at this juncture in the game, you know, after 25 minutes, this is the area that matters. Like, bottom side really doesn't matter that much. Especially when Elder Dragon's not up. This is what I'm talking about with wards. Like, you want to be thinking, where's the action going to be? Okay, good. So now you do have wards in here. Actually, these aren't yours. These are somebody else's. Where are your wards? You have the crab wards. So you actually have a pretty nice team in the fact that they're doing a lot of warding for you. But you need to have your wards down. I approve of this if this is on purpose. This oops pink ward that I talk about in one of my videos. To try to bait them into trying to clear this. That's pretty smart. Okay, so they're positioning around Elder. Yeah, you guys need to try to get deeper wards. I know it's darkness, but you need to try to at least like just work your way up to this. Like using plants, like I said. Like you can use your W at a 800 range to check this. You can check over this wall with your W to see if they're there, and then just sweep and just slowly move your wards up, at least to here. They don't have any sweepers on their entire team. Like 0 sweepers. So they're not going to clear your wards. So that's a small detail that you may not notice in-game if you're not paying attention to the trinkets they buy, but okay, looks like you got your Abyssal, which is good. Okay, and I assume you're getting Void Staff next, that's good. Okay, so they're positioning around Dragon, so you have a choice now. You can either get Baron or you can go fight for Elder. Since you don't have vision down here, I think you're making the right call to go up and get Elder. Or to go up and get Baron. You need to do it like now, though. You can't play around. Do it. Okay. Okay, if you guys trade these, that's fine. I like Baron more than Elder. They do have a lot of dragons, but... Now, okay, good. You need to ward this, though. You need to ward this. This is so dangerous. If Cat just walks over here, you're probably dead. Okay, you guys got it. Okay, it's good. I wouldn't even stick around for that. I'd just run. That's not going to save you if someone jumps over that wall. Okay. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm pretty sure Baron gives more gold, too. So that's actually pretty good. It's pretty good for you guys. It also helps, like, when you get those Baroned up minions, it's so hard to push through that. I think Baron's just way better than Elder Dragon most of the time. So that's pretty good. If you're behind and you're trading objectives, that's a good thing. Yeah, it's getting to be about 40 minutes, so if you just win a couple more fights, your team can actually win this. Careful where you're walking. I would say just hang out right here. Okay, good. Yeah, you may have to go up and kill the Zen. Yeah, I would just retreat. You're gonna have to go up there and deal with Zen. And your team's just too split up. No, don't. Oh, it's close. Okay, good. Yeah, your team's just too split up. And Idia's over here getting blue baited at 40 minutes. Now he can kill this guy right here. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad decision for him. Get him, yeah. Okay, now come over here. Now be careful with this guy. You need to get up here and stop him right now. He's gonna... Yeah, you're dead. You got too close to him. You need to just throw like a plant and an E at max range and then just like run around. Just dance with him. Just throw an E, max range, and Throw a Q. Just do not get within 600 of him, because I think that's his engage range. So don't go up and auto him. You gotta just throw a couple plants at him and just stall. You're probably not gonna kill him, but... Yeah, he's really strong if people get too close to him. And that's... Like, 3 people just did that. No one's gonna... You're not gonna beat him. You're not doing this, but Vi tried to do it. You're not gonna beat him just sitting there auto-attacking him. She should just stun him and run. Okay. Half correct. She did stun him, but she stuck around for Cat. She should have just run immediately. Alright, you're about to spawn. Okay, still working on Void Staff. Yeah, run over there. Get him. Okay, good. Well, you only lost 1 inhibitor out of that, and considering 3 people just died on your team at 40 minutes and you only lost 1 inhibitor, that's pretty good. They're just all diving your 2 towers instead of rotating to get the second inhibitor, so... That's good. Okay, so there's no objectives on the map right now, but I would still try to keep topside warded. How many of them are dead? 2 are dead. Yeah, you guys can probably push. Where? Okay, you're here. I would ward here and right here. So you need to watch your flanks, but you need to get up there quicker. That's too far to ward, I think. That's sort of the right spot. I would do it here, though, and be right here so you can get more autos. Okay, you need to back up now. Yeah, I wouldn't run through this whole area. It's really scary right now. I would just drop a ward in there earlier. Like when you're walking up here, just ward, auto, kill, and just run immediately. Run out of there. But yeah, you were in the ballpark of what I was saying to do. You got wards on both sides. That's good. That's one thing at Zyra. You need to always watch your flanks. Especially when the Malphite has teleport, a Xin Zhao and a Katarina. It's... Okay, so ward here. Okay, someone already has that warded. Ward here. Maybe ward like just on the sides here, like here maybe. Because they could either go for this tower or this tower. This one's already gone, so they're not going to go up here. So just ward this alleyway, which you got. It's good. Okay, Maokai's poked out. This guy feels like he's really squishy. No. Nautilus, please don't. Okay, nice. Okay, I suppose you bind it in there. You didn't use your ult, which is good. You've almost got exhaust. Okay, yeah, you guys should be looking to fight. It's 4v4. Okay, Draven, do you see? You saw Draven, right? If you can... Okay, yeah, just kill Maokai. Watch out for the flanks. Yeah, you should be up here right now, doing things. Like your ult should have been in there. Yeah, this is a trend that I'm kind of noticing. Like, it is good to try to... I don't know quite what you're doing over here. I guess you're trying to hide and just wait for them to come in, and then you could catch them out. Or maybe you were thinking of warding, and then you weren't expecting them to fight there. But I would stay closer to the team in general and just try to, like, throw stuff at them. Like, you don't have to fully commit to it. You can hang out really far in the back and just throw E's and Q's and try to do some spells, but... there have been several times where they go in, and it is perhaps ill-advised for them to go in there. But I think there's enough of an opportunity for you to get away where it's worth sticking with them, at least for a little bit. Okay, good ult. You got Cat and Draven there. Back up. Don't let him auto you. Okay, because he can kill you in probably 2 hits. Okay, clearing's good. So yeah, I mean, I understand the tension where you don't want to go up there too much because you're afraid you'll die in some of these fights, and they shouldn't probably be diving that far, but at the same time, if you were there and you hit Maokai with stuff when they crowd control him, you probably could have killed him, and then you could have ulted when Katarina went in. There you go. Keep your head down. Auto him. Auto him. Stick with him. Stick with him. You don't have ult. I would... exhaust something. I would exhaust this Zen. Okay, good. Yeah, when you're running back, just throw autos as you run right there because your team's going to keep fighting. They're not going to switch to you probably. So just attack, move, auto back. It doesn't seem like a lot, but your autos do like 60 damage or something. That adds up if you hit like 5 autos on somebody. Katarina's alive. 2 are dead, but Cat's alive. So what you need to do... I do think Baron's a decent call here. I would ward this, ward that. You need to drop 1 plant on Baron, and then you need to save 1 plant for Katarina, and when she tries to go up, you need to zone her out right now. Like, she should not get this close. Okay, ult. Oh, that might be game. Yeah, you can't let her do that. That's probably game. Yeah, so what had to happen there is you cannot let Katarina get in here if you guys are going to Baron. So you need to deny vision, which you did a good job of denying vision, but you need to meet her right here when she tries to walk through this. You need to hit her with an E and a W and just zone her out of this. Like that slow plant, after you'll chunk her for like half of her health, and she'll have to walk through that slow plant, and she won't do it because she has no vision. So she doesn't know if there are other people right here. She's going to get scared if you hit her, and she's going to back up. And if she doesn't, you can ult her to do even more damage to her, but you have to hold the line right here. She does not get past this area when you're doing Baron, because Baron puts magic debuff on people where they take a lot of extra damage. So if Katarina gets to this pit area when there's 3 people in here, they're all dead. So you cannot let Katarina get through here. You need to think of yourself like the offensive line on any support, really, but especially Zyra right there. You need to use 1 plant on Baron for extra damage, but save that 1 plant to zone Katarina. Who did you ult? There's Zen. Maybe. I'd have to see how low he was again, but I would really try to save that ult for either Katarina or, you need to be autoing right now. Maokai. You need to save that for Zen or Draven. Don't get hit by Lux. Don't get hit by Lux. Okay, good. What's Katarina doing? She's just like over here doing wolves or something? You need to walk over here, and they're walking through people to get over here. You probably can't hold this, but maybe. Yeah, you gotta kind of let that go. You can still win, but it's gonna be tough. So you need to just try to push this up as much as you can, and get vision of this area. So like here, because they're gonna come through here next. You must be yelling a lot, Hyper SC. Sorry, I won't go. I was reading some of the chat there. Okay, so you're just kind of waiting for them now. You have to give up Elder.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
How are we looking item-wise while we're waiting on them to come up here? Okay, good. Yeah, those are ideal items. You know, once you get your Abyssal, Void Staff, Leandries, it's kind of optional. I might go Ludens instead of the Hourglass, because Hourglass is not really going to save you against anything they have. You know, Katarina's just going to kill you once you wake up. Everybody's going to kill you once you wake up. They don't have, like, any long cooldown dependent stuff. Like, they don't have a Karthus, they don't have a Zed. All of their damage is pretty avoidable. for the most part, with good positioning. So yeah, I would just go Ludens or Deathcap. Probably Ludens. Deathcap's really expensive. Just for more damage, because you need that against this Maokai, who's the person you're going to be hitting primarily. Yeah, you need to stay away from him. You got a little close. Throw something in there. Throw an E at him or a Q or just something. Like, you guys can't let him just get this. Because now they can just walk in. I mean, I know it's really tough to defend by yourself, but just throw something in there to slow him down. Like, when he was walking around this way, you should have just hit him with an E and a plant or just something. Just to slow him down, just to stop him from getting over there. Okay, yeah, kill Maokai, kill Maokai. Throw an exhaust on somebody. Doesn't even matter who, just Zen, Maokai, anybody. Just anything you can exhaust, just do it. Who else? Oh, wow, okay, you got 4 of them. Okay. It's gonna be real hard to push through, though. I think, right? They're getting 2 supers. Katarina's still there. I think you just have to defend here, as much as that sucks. How long on the inhibitors? It looks like it's about a minute. Maybe 30 seconds. Probably a minute. You can always tell when the inhibitors are going to come back. So you see this lighting up. It lights up in a full semicircle when it's going to come back. So if you're not sure on the exact timing, see how it's filling up there. And it fills up until it gets to the end here. And then once it fills all the way up, then it's back. And the crystal starts forming too. So it looks like about 30 seconds or less. So even though you're not going to be able to get anything off of this, most likely, it still is useful because it'll give you back 2 of your inhibitors. Y'all need to be careful. They're going to be up in 10 seconds. I would get out of there. Like, get this wave and then run. Okay, good. How long? Let's see, Baron's 1 minute. I would at least throw 1 ward down on Baron over here. Just laughing at the chat over there. They're just saying funny stuff. It's not about you. It's referencing these Lord of the Ring towers, and they're talking about how Zen is just going crazy. Probably tilted out of his mind. Okay, yeah. All right, so you got him back. 1. This one should be back in just a second. So that's really good. You need to have some wards down. I don't think you have any wards down right now. I know it's getting kind of hype right now, and it's difficult to tell where the wards should go. But like I said, I think at least 1 should go here. Probably like here. Here. You should clean out all these wards too. Here, there, and maybe there or something, just like around there. If you're not sure where to ward, just ward your red side. Here, just ward the area that's closest to Baron. Like the jungle that's close to Baron. And like 1 ward on Baron itself. Because they might go bot, like they might come in through the bot, but I highly doubt it. So they're just going to get this Baron for free. And you guys could contest it right now, because there's only 1 inhibitor's down, but you don't know because you don't have vision. So Lux might catch somebody here. Yeah, so she only got the egg, but that is still important. That's 1 less tool that she has now. You guys are pretty lucky, honestly, that they weren't like all 5 sitting there when people walked up. If they would have done that instead of Baron, then they probably would have won the game. They might win anyways, but that's just why it's really important to ward that while you have the chance. Like, obviously you can't do it while they're there, but the time to do it was after everybody pushed up middle, and then you had to back up. Then that's when you run through and ward all that. Okay, good. Kill this Maokai. Good. Just hang... Exhaust the Zen. Exhaust him. Okay. Watch the Lux. Okay, good. Get the cat, get the cat. Exhaust her, exhaust her. Okay. Okay, you got most people left. Okay, good. Alright, as soon as this Katarina wakes up, hit her with all the roots. Hit her with everything you got. Oh, you had your E, right? Yeah. You gotta watch that. That cat's really important to kill. Okay, hit her. Hit her with your E. Okay. Third time's the charm, baby. Alright, good. We got her. Yeah, watch that Katarina like a hawk. She has to die. If she uses that Zhonya's or dies with her GA, you know, you need to punish her for that immediately. Just, I know you're new to the game, too. You said you'd only been playing like 6 months, so that's fine. I know you probably don't have it, like, semi-memorized when that's going to end. But just kind of get used to it and at least be looking. Like, at least throw the E, you know? Even if you're slightly off on it. Just give it your best shot. Throw the E, put a plant on her. Yeah, so just push this up. Looks like Elder's probably the next. I don't have a timer on Elder. But yeah, I would ward probably like here. At least one ward here and maybe one ward like over here. Because they're going to sweep this or drop a pink here. But if you get a ward here, you can at least see that might be at a sweep range. And you're going to at least see this. Well, they don't even have any sweepers, right? And no one's buying pinks. So, yeah, I mean, you could easily just ward this and ward this. Because that's going to be the next big thing on the map, is the Elder, because they just killed Baron. So I think you can actually fight this if you want. See, they're only, it looks like they're still 11k like they have been the entire game. That's only 10% right now. Whereas, you know, 30 minutes ago, that was 20%. And before that, it was 30%. But now, because the game's dragged on so far, the gold really doesn't even matter because everybody's at 6 items, basically. So it doesn't matter how far they are up. All you have to do is win a fight here. You could catch this Draven very easily if you had any of this warded. Don't go there, don't go there. Okay, ward right here. You should just ward here and like here and run. Or here, where you have that warded. Just drop your wards, because you're going to be in your base anyways, and you're going to, like, go get more wards. So just if you know they're in an area, just ward all around that area and just run. No, 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 no. Get out. Oh, God. Ult. Just panic ult right now. I think it's probably, I think Cat's gonna clean up. Well, no? Okay. Oh, I wish they had that warded. Who all, is that a 4? Yeah. Alright, so right there, I don't know if your exhaust was up. I don't think it was, but you know they're there because this is warded. If you would have warded this and this, you would have known they were all up here, but you definitely know they're there because this is warded. But yeah, I would say, you know, if you want to, you can throw like a WQ there to harass, but you shouldn't get any closer than like right here. Like you need to understand Maokai can like flash engage on you like that. And he's going to this late in the game. So right there, what I would have done, as soon as Maokai flashes engages on me, just panic ult. Just like WWQ ult instantly and just get it out. Because the cooldown on your ult is basically going to be your death timer. So just do as much damage as you possibly can when you're going down. I mean, another option is you could actually use that Zhonya's there. And then just wait till your Zhonya's is done. And then do the same thing, panic combo. Or after Zhonya's is done, you could have maybe flashed like here. After your team engages, you could exhaust immediately and flash over here and then do a full rotation. But something needed to happen there. Like, you can Zhonya's while he's in midair coming at you too. Like, as soon as Maokai flashes when he's in midair coming at you, you can Zhonya's. I know that's quick reflexes, but yeah. So now they're doing Elder, and you guys don't have vision on it. So it's going to be really hard to get through this Lux. Yeah. Because she's got that warded. This is why you need to... Okay. First of all, when you're going for... They need to just leave. Just give that up. If you're going to go check an area that's unwarded, and you know they're all going to be there around Baron or Dragon or whatever, don't ever come up the narrow alley. is you don't have places to escape those skill shots. You need to use plants to check vision for you. Use your sweeper. You need to run down this way. Sweep. Make sure all of this is clear. Use a plant to look over this wall. Because you can look over at 800 range. Be ready to dodge, too. Like, be ready for stuff to fly at you. Use a plant to check that. And then if that's not warded, then put a ward here. And then work your way in slowly. Let's see. You might get one more shot at this here. This Maokai just really loves to die. He has Hourglass? What? He's really squishy. Because he has... It's a bizarre build. The same thing is on the Baron side. If you're trying to ward, like, walk up the thicker place by blue buff, and then just ward over that wall. Like, don't ever go up the narrow alleyway if you don't have vision, because that's like the #1 place people will hide is in that bush. Sorry, Frank. We'll do another one after this. I thought it was cool. Yeah, they get a lot of IP for it. Okay, so things that I think, just to kind of sum it up. And thanks for letting other people watch this too, Mason. I appreciate it, friend. So yeah, you can go back and watch it, and I will send you this VOD, or I can make a private video, we'll see, out of it on YouTube and send you the link to it, or whatever. Or, I mean, do you want me to, I can post it up, I can make a series of like coached videos that people can watch if they want to. And that's a good way for me to shout out to you for donating, just so, you know, people realize how awesome you are. Do you want me to do that? Just let me know if you want to make it like a private video, or if you want me to make it into a playlist. And I could do, I'll have the video to it, and then I could maybe do like even like a Google Doc with notes, so like top things to work on, like best stuff that you were doing really well, and then top things to work on, and I could make it a Google Doc so other people could watch it and see if they could predict the things I was going to say, or if they could learn from it as well. Because I think a lot of people on the channel are bronze also, and so seeing that would be cool. So just let me know here. I'll let you type it up for me here. Okay, cool. I'll put it in a series then for you. Okay, so the final stuff, I'll go ahead and load us up for another ranked here. So thanks for hanging out. If it wasn't your cup of tea watching that, thanks for chilling with us on stream. I think a lot of people said they were interested in watching it, but you know, you can't please everybody, right? So, so thanks for hanging out if that wasn't your cup of tea. But the overall synopsis that I have would be use exhaust more. I mean, I'm guilty of not using it enough as well. Awesome. Okay, thanks, Mason. Yeah, I'll put it in a playlist. And I'll do this for other people that want coaching as well, that want it to be in the playlist, or are cool with it being in the playlist. Okay, so use exhaust more. Remember, it's only a 3-minute cooldown, so you know, at least early on at like the 16 or 17 minute mark, I think I hadn't seen it, or maybe once, like not that often. So just don't be afraid. If it's going to be an all-in fight, if someone's going to die, just use exhaust. And it doesn't have to be the perfect targets. Like, you don't have to get it on Draven, you don't have to get it on Katarina all the time. Those are great targets for it, but you know, if Xin Zhao's jumping in, you can just exhaust him. That's fine too. Another thing was just stay a little bit closer to your team with your positioning, but at the same time, you know, just keep your distance. during team fights. There were some times where your team was doing a fight and you were kind of like sort of in the area but not close enough to do anything. There were 3 or 4 times when that happened, and like I said in the video, I think you were a little scared they were going to kill you, which is a good fear because they were very far ahead, but just try to be closer to at least throw a max range E or a Q plus a plant or just something in there. On a similar note, when you're running back, if you can, I know you're trying to reposition and get away, but just see if you can just chuck a couple more auto attacks in there. Especially early in lane, when you throw the plant on them, if you hit them with a QW, then just throw an auto attack in there too, because they're not going to be able to fight you back most of the time, and that'll help you proc your Thunderlords easier. Another thing is... What?
Hi.
Hi.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Alright, hold on one second. Let me finish
Okay.
this guy, and then I'll get it in there. Okay, so exhaust more, just kind of positioning in fights and throwing more auto attacks, and warding priority areas. Like, you had plenty of chances to go in, especially late game, and ward around Baron. It doesn't mean you have to do it. Keep that in mind. So, it doesn't mean that you have to do Baron if you ward it. It just means that, 1, you know if they're doing it. That's the easiest one. But number 2, you can actually use that as bait. So at the end of the game, that game lasted so long because people weren't setting up any traps. Like, people were just kind of running at each other, you know, and just fighting for an hour, which is cool. I mean, I thought it was fun to watch and coach, but we're going to ban Graves here, which is cool. But, you know, if you were to just set up vision around Baron and then just, like, get your team to group there, you can kill them just like they killed you at the end if they're walking up that tunnel, and they will. I think that setting that up would have been better, or at least getting vision of it. So just slowing down and just thinking, what's the next thing people are going to try to do, or they want to do? Usually it's Baron, but there was a time there where I said that it was going to be Dragon as well, Elder Dragon. So both of those times you had pushed up to middle with your team, and then you just went straight back. So just taking a little detour and just dropping some wards off on the way probably would have been really helpful. And the final thing I'll mention is try to keep it to 3 or 4 just major things to work on. So we've got exhaust, we have positioning and team fights a little bit better, kind of being in range longer, using wards to set up key areas a little bit more. And then the 4th one is, if you're doing Baron, you have to zone off big threats as the support. So you needed a little bit better ward. You actually had ward coverage, if I remember correctly, around there. You just were helping your team do the Baron, but you cannot let Katarina step into that river. You have to hit her with the EW when she's walking up that alley. Like I said, you may not kill her, but it's going to scare her because she doesn't have vision because you just swept it. So she's going to be scared, and she's probably going to run. If she keeps running at you, you can ult her or Q her or whatever, or exhaust her. Just do whatever you can to not let her get close to your team. I think that was a real game-defining moment. You still had chances to win after that, but when she went in there and wiped everyone out and they got Baron, that was a big deal. So yeah, whether you're Janna or Zyra or whomever, you need to keep them off of that river. Like, just think of it like that's the touchdown zone, right? Or something like that. Like, they do not cross that line. They do not get the touchdown, right? Because if they get on your team when they have that Baron debuff, it's brutal. They take a lot of extra damage. So you need to make sure they don't cross that line and get into that blue space. And a lot of that's just meeting them at the... Like I said, you don't have to fight her. I know she can kill you straight up, but you outrange her, and you have the element of surprise because she doesn't have vision and you do. Uh-oh, they got the dynamic duo there. Super dangerous champions I was talking about on this patch. Yeah, so that's going to be it. Hopefully that gives you some stuff to work on. You can go back, check it out on the stream if you want. Like I said, I'll turn it into a VOD and I'll move it into the channel. Okay, we'll do Janna, because Janna's very good against both of these, and these are both very dangerous for Zyra. But anyways, thank you very much for those of you watching out there, and especially thank you to Mason for the very generous $100 donation. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.